We've thanked all of the contestants, we've thanked all of the judges, we've thanked all of the staff. And we take a moment to thank all of the chaperones and the teachers and the parents who, after all, made this possible. All right, everybody's back. So, round 3. Once again, you may have noticed there is an alphabetical nature to the order of the contestants. Elise Ditzler is first, a junior at Rhinelander High School, who plans to go to college and hopes to have a career in medicine.
Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold. The sea is calm tonight. The tide is full. The moon lies fair upon the straits. On the French coast, the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand glimmering and vast out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window. Sweet is the night air. Only from the long line where the sea meets the moon-blanched land. Listen. You hear the grating roar of pebbles which the waves draw back and fling. At their return, up the high strand, begin and cease, and then again begin, with tremulous cadence slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles, long ago, heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in this sound a thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The sea of faith was once, too, at the full, and round earth's shore lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. But now I only hear its melancholy, long, withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind, down the vast edges drear and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. And we are here, as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night.
Please welcome Maya Elliott, a junior at Milwaukee High School of the Arts, who hopes to major in history at a school in New York and become a professor.
The End of Science Fiction by Lisa Muller. This is not fantasy. This is our life. We are the characters who have invaded the moon, who cannot stop their computers. We are the gods who can unmake the world in 7 days. Both hands are stopped at noon. We are beginning to live forever in lightweight aluminum bodies with numbers stamped on our backs. We dial our words like music. We hear each other through water. The genre is dead. Invent something new. Invent a man and a woman naked in a garden. Invent a child that will save the world. A man who carries his father out of a burning city. Invent a spool of thread that leads a hero to safety. invent an island on which he abandons the woman who saved his life with no loss of sleep over his betrayal. Invent us as we were before our bodies glittered and we stopped bleeding. Invent a shepherd who kills a giant, a girl who grows into a tree, a woman who refuses to turn her back on the past and is changed to salt, a boy who steals his brother's birthright and becomes the head of a nation. Invent real tears, hard love, slow-spoken ancient words, difficult as a child's first steps across a room.
From Durand High School, Nayeli Tewa, who plans to go to the University of Minnesota to law school and go into international relations.
Lover's Infiniteness by John Donne. If yet I have not all thy love, dear, I shall never have it all. I cannot breathe one other sigh to move, nor can entreat one other tear to fall. And all my treasure, which should purchase thee, sighs, tears, and oaths, and letters, I have spent. Yet no more can be due to me than at the bargain made was meant. If then thy gift of love were partial, that some to me, some should to others fall, dear, I shall never have thee all. Or, if then thou gavest me all was but all which thou hadst then. But if in thy heart since there be, or shall no love created be by other men, which have their stocks entire, and can in tears, in sighs, in oaths, and letters, bid me, this new love may beget new fears. For this love was not vowed by thee, and yet it was, thy gift being general, the ground, thy heart, is mine. Whatever shall grow there, dear, I should have it all. Yet, I would not have all yet. He that hath all can have no more. And since my love doth every day admit new growth, thou shouldst have new rewards in store. Thou canst not every day give me thy heart. If thou canst give it, then thou never gavest it. Love's riddles are that though thy heart depart, it stays at home, and thou with losing savest it. But we will have a way more liberal than changing hearts to join them. So we shall be one, and one another's all.
Isabel Karp is a sophomore at Madison Memorial High School. We've already heard, I think, that she has pretty definite plans for the future. She wants to go to college to study acting, intern at the theater, and, well, make her way.
In a London Drawing Room by George Eliot. The sky is cloudy, yellowed by the smoke. For view, there are the houses opposite, cutting the sky with one long line of wall, like solid fog. Far as the eye can stretch, monotony of surface and of foam without a break to hang a guess upon. No bird can make a shadow as it flies, for all is shadow, as in ways o'erhung by thickest canvas, where the golden rays are clothed in heaven. No figure lingering pauses to feed the hunger of the eye, or rests a little on the lap of life. All hurry on and look upon the ground, or glance unmarking at the passers-by. The wheels are hurrying too. Cabs, carriages, all closed in multiplied identity. The world seems one huge prison house and court, where men are punished at the slightest cost, with lowest rate of color, warmth, and joy.
Laura Radner is a senior at Brookfield Central High School. She plans to get a degree in English literature and work in publishing.
Once again, The Death of Allegory by Billy Collins. I am wondering what became of all those tall abstractions that used to pose, robed and statuesque in paintings, and parade about on the pages of the Renaissance, displaying their capital letters like license plates. Truth, cantering on a powerful horse. Chastity, eyes downcast, fluttering with veils. Each one was marble come to life, a thought in a coat. Courtesy, bowing with one hand always extended. Villainy, sharpening an instrument behind a wall. Reason with her crown, and constancy alert behind a helm. They are all retired now, consigned to a Florida for tropes. Justice is there, standing by an open refrigerator. Valor lies in bed, listening to the rain. Even death has nothing better to do than mend his cloak and hood, and all their props are locked away in a warehouse. Hourglasses, globes, blindfolds, and shackles. Even if you were to call them back, there are no places left for them to go, no garden of mirth or bower of bliss. The valley of forgiveness is lined with condominiums, and chainsaws are howling in the forest of despair. Here, on the table near the window, is a vase of peonies, and next to it, black binoculars and a money clip. Exactly the kind of thing we now prefer. Objects that sit quietly on a line in lowercase, themselves and nothing more. A wheelbarrow, an empty mailbox, a razor blade resting in a glass ashtray. As for the others, the great ideas on horseback and the long-haired virtues in embroidered gowns, it looks as though they have traveled down that road you see on the final page of storybooks, the one that winds up a green hillside and disappears into an unseen valley where everyone must be fast asleep.